Come on, Mike.
Good evening.
I think it's 7. We can stand for pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag
of
of the United States of America
and
and
to
to the
the
republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so we're going to have roll call.
Paul, Mark, and Mike. Absent is Mike Mack, and of course, trustee Yuri has resigned.
Okay, first item is approval of the minutes for the board meeting of February 1st, 2016.
Make a motion to approve the minutes?
Second.
Any discussion? Nope. Okay.
Paul,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Okay, we'll open up for public commentary. You have something? Go ahead.
Yes, and before I start speaking, I would like to say that I'm going to be recorded, and I would like this to be in the meeting minute notes.
Okay.
And my name's Krista Crudup. I live on South 8th in Beecher, and before I have it all written down. I'm sorry. I don't usually speak publicly.
If you can just speak a little bit louder,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
having a
sorry,
hard
yeah.
time hearing you.
I don't usually speak publicly, but when there is a pressing issue, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. The issue currently at hand are the roads I drive on every day. I have lived in Beecher since the age of 8, and I've been driving since the age of 15, and I've never noticed the atrocious conditions until the day I received my permit. I recently learned from Jerry Meyer, and if this is incorrect, please correct me, that he receives about $650,000 a year to keep up on the roads, and it costs about $300,000 to blacktop a road every 3 years. And this is not including the cost of salt and plowing during the winters, which these 2 last winters, they were a little mild, so there wasn't a lot of plowing or salt that was needed. A question that has been plaguing me since I learned this information is, where has this money been going? I drive on these roads every day, and I never see any work being put into them, or even decent keep up. I was driving on the road. I live on South Yates, going under the speed limit, which the speed limit is 40. I hit one of the many potholes that are on my road. On impact, my rim was bent, and I shredded my tire in the process. Not only did I have to purchase a new rim, I also had to get a new tire. While the cost of my new rim and tire was stressful, since rim and tires are not cheap, I find it very nerve-wracking that it would have been more costly if I were to get in an accident, or I would have made a trip to the ER. So in closing, I believe it's time to keep up on the roads before it costs more than just a tire or rim. And that is my closing statement.
Can I have that paper? Can I get a copy of that? They'll just
We'll put it in a minute.
Yeah, I'll just put it right in the minutes for you.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's just easier that way.
Okay. Krista,
Spell it for me.
Krista,
And your address too, please.
Crudup, KRUDUP, 30129, South Yates, Beecher Road.
Thank you.
60401. Great, and I'm sorry, I don't usually speak
You
in
did
front of
great.
people.
You did great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, with public commentary, you know, the board does not have to make comment on the commentary if you don't, unless you want to. It's not the township board who, it's not a road issue with us, actually the highway department. And I don't know if Jerry wants to make a comment on that. He does not have to though. You don't have to if you want.
No, I'm waiting for your pictures. Did you get my email?
I have pictures on my phone. I've been trying to send them, but it won't let me send them to you for some reason.
Okay, well,
And
because I know I sent you my email, that's why I gave you my email. More than happy, because I know I talked to the insurance company and everything already, they know about it.
So did I, and they haven't gotten back to me.
They're waiting for pictures also, that's the last I heard.
I sent pictures
Oh, okay.
also and the receipt.
So I did not get the pictures yet, and that's what I was waiting for.
Okay, if it's easier, I'll print them out and.
That's fine.
and I put
Either
them-
way, you can go.
All right,
Okay?
thank you.
Okay. Any other public commentary? Nope, okay, so we're gonna close public commentary this time. Reports, road commissioner.
My written, I'll go over it. We've had 9 events so far this season. It's probably down maybe about 5 or 6 events from other years' average, so we're not that far behind as everyone claims we are. So an event is for, it's either salting or plowing, going out on the roads with snow removal, so. Made it through the big storm 2 weeks ago, little mechanical problems. Timing the storm made it bad for traffic, stuck on roadways. We started plowing at 10 a.m. and we were done 30 hours later. We had plows on the road the whole time. We were in contact with the fire department, with Karen Pagers, and had radios with them if there was an emergency response to anybody in the country or wherever, we'd meet them with that. They didn't have any calls during the storm. Coal patch is ongoing, doing shop maintenance on equipment, weather's not permitting the patch. And we put a fence and a gate that was installed to keep traffic going around the building in the back here. Trying to keep it curtailed a little bit. Got a couple of different prices, and Mr. Fence came up with the most reasonable, and they were here within a week and putting it up. Done a nice job. So. And then I've talked to the bus people, bus garage, they have no problem going around, or if, you know, today we had salt deliveries, it was open so they could go. Village has 200 tons of salt delivered today, so you just open it up and they still get around, so. Any other questions?
Anyway, no? Okay. Thanks, Jerry. Assessor, I don't think she had anything. Clerk.
Early voting started this Monday, or actually last Monday. I don't have a total from Teresa yet. It's not been a lot of people, probably 4 to 10 a day. Somewhere in that neighborhood, it hasn't been much. The senior breakfast is scheduled for April 9th at Cardinal Creek. It's about 75 cents higher per plate under the new management, but it's a lot less of a hassle for us. It's much more convenient. And then there will be a senior movie the following Wednesday on April the 13th.
What time is breakfast?
I got 9 o'clock.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Are you gonna have, who are you gonna have speak? You talked
Well,
about-
you know, I actually, Wendy,
Wendy, yeah?
is that possible for the senior breakfast, which would be April 9th, it's a Saturday morning? Maybe you or somebody from Will Wright can possibly come and speak to the seniors?
Yeah, you know what, I'll talk to Elizabeth Gonzalez at
Yes,
United, I think.
yes. Yeah,
The
if both
two
of
of
you would
us.
like to come, that'd be great, just to kind of give them a feel good about the whole program.
Okay, we can do that,
Okay,
to bring informational things and.
yes, that'd be great.
Wasn't there also something about the library one to speak about?
They didn't ask me
I had
about that
a
yet.
post-it note from somebody about the library might want to make a presentation at some point.
Okay, well,
I'll give it to you after we're
we
done.
can do both, as long as
Yeah.
they, yeah, we can do both, certainly. Okay, that'd be great, Wendy. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll email you, I'll see her Friday.
Okay.
Because I have a pair of trains at meeting she'll be at on Friday, so I'll let you know definitely that if she can make it or not.
Okay, great. Was that it, Joe, on you?
Mhm, that's it.
Oh, okay. Planning Commission, as far as I know, there was no activity this last month from them. Supervisors report, just a couple of things. So we actually did get insurance claim money for the water damage to the building. It was just under $3,500. I don't think it's gonna go very far, but that's what we were awarded. I have contacted a roofing, pretty big, it's a big company, it's Trinity Roofing, they're kind of big. So I asked them to come out this week. I think they still are, to come out and look at our metal roof they have a coating system that they could do, that would coat the roof with like a silicone type of thing, that would certainly stop the leaks, but I don't know if that's the best way to do it or not. But they will be coming out hopefully this week, like I said, to see what can we do to stop the leak, and then once that's stopped, then we can fix the damage on the inside. So I don't know, I don't think that $3,500 is really gonna cover it, but it'll cover most of it, I think. Also, electronic recycling, I had some discussions with the village, and Will County and Marta Keene, who's with the Will County Green Commission or Department. Of course, all the recycling centers or locations have basically closed down as of February 29th. The last ones were, I think, were Mokina, Bolingbrook, but I believe that those are closing very shortly. So what they've done, or what they're planning on do is, I don't know if it's a pilot program or what, but the city of Lockport, right? Yes. They're going to have once a week, they're gonna have whatever day that is, I don't think they've decided yet, they're gonna have a 5-hour window that people can bring their electronic recyclables to a site. The county would be supplying, I think, 2 people as labor to shrink wrap the electronics that are there. And then the city would have to, or the city would have to load them up into the truck that would be there. That would be their portion of the program. So the county would supply the labor to shrink wrap, which is a pain, and then the town would have to load that truck up. So it's like and I don't know if it's a 4-hour window of dropping off, and then they need that extra hour to do the shrink wrapping, but it would be once a week as a pilot program. So they would check, people would come in, they would check their IDs, make sure they're from Will County so that they can drop it off. We could take our stuff there if we wanted to bring it out during that 5-hour window. I think what they said is that nothing's really gonna happen for the next 6 or 7, 8 weeks. They're gonna try the site at Lockport as a kind of like a pilot program to see if it works. And if it does work, they'll try to expand it. It would be Monday through Friday, so I don't know if that means it would be a total of 5 sites. You know, it would be once a week. So it would be Monday would be one town or one area, Tuesday would be another town, another area, Monday through Friday. So I don't know if that means that it'll only be 5 sites throughout the county, or if it's really successful, then maybe they double up the manpower and it's 10 sites throughout the county. I'm not sure, and I don't think they know yet either. But like the village of Mokina, I mean, it was so out of hand over there that they were overwhelmed, and they're closing their site down. It just they had, their site was in a parking lot, and it took the entire parking lot over with electronics. We've got a few TVs back here.
About 8 now.
Yeah, which is far less than what we typically would have when we had the trailers there, which is good. We still got a lot of paint cans we gotta get rid of, and mattresses and furniture and stuff, but.
Well, mattresses, that's all done.
Mattresses are going.
Yeah, we got that taken care of.
But it just seems that we get those every, whatever reason. So that's what, so, and the village, I mean, they said they would team up with us. I don't know, Jerry, if they talked to you or not. Okay. Well, maybe they would supply one person and we would supply one person to help load the truck up, wherever that truck is gonna be, whether it's here or somewhere on village property, I'm not sure yet. But that's what the county's been working on, and has discussions with the village. Village approached me to see if we can kind of work with them to get this done, because there's really, it's a problem.
Yeah, there's nowhere.
There's nowhere that we can take. Best Buy said they're not taking TVs unless you buy a TV from them. Every other electronics, I was even thinking about calling those places that advertise, I got junk, or the junk haulers. They won't take TVs either, because they can't get rid of them.
So far, we've only had one on the road. I talked to Will Township, and I think they had one. So I mean, it's still, we're happy that.
Yeah, it's not as, it could be a disaster, but so far, so good. Okay, so that's the update on electronics recycling. We are still, we're still looking for, or I'm asking for any suggestions on a trustee to replace Mr. Deary. We have to have that in place by, for the next meeting, which is the end of this month. I want to say it's the 28th, right? Is that the next meeting? Yeah, 28th. We have to have somebody by then. I have a couple of names, I haven't really gone through them all. There's a couple people that I've got names for that kind of said no, so we're still looking for some suggestions on that. Of course, we don't, transportation, we haven't, so far so good. I mean, we haven't had really a lot of, there was one kind of one bad complaint, which I think we got taken care of. When are we supposed to get a bill? We haven't gotten a bill yet, right? Is it, I mean, you don't have to send us one, that'd be fine.
It's, I was telling Teresa that Pace is, they're behind.
Okay.
I get the ridership report in 45 days, and I usually get invoiced in 60 after the month.
Okay.
So.
Oh, so we got
I'm
another
just now
month.
receiving January,
Okay,
like next week.
gotcha. All right, okay.
So, yeah, because you guys started in January?
No, February 1st. February 1st, yes.
Okay, so you won't see anything till April.
Okay, all right, that's fine, okay. General assistance, there was no activity for this last month for general assistance. And that is it for now, for supervisor's report. Trustees, anything?
No, kind of quiet, the food pantry, due to the snowstorm, so.
Okay. Old business then, consideration and approval to join the ESDA, Emergency Services Disaster Administration, right?
We had asked about a intergovernmental agreement.
Right, which Bob Barber said he was putting together, although maybe he's not done with it, because he had, I saw him last week and he didn't have it ready yet, so I did not see him today. Because, well, offices were closed, weren't they? No? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see him today. So I guess we're gonna table that until we see that agreement. You didn't get anything, right, Paul?
No, I did
Okay.
not.
All right, so we'll table that for now. And of course, old business number 2 is trustee vacancy. You can let me know if you have any other suggestions. Consideration approval to maintain Pace Bus for Washington Township Dial Ride. Is that what this is? You want to explain this, Joe, or you want me to just read it? You can explain it.
You want me to explain it?
Yeah.
Pretty much, at the end of the last meeting, you guys discussed the possibility of maintaining one Pace bus and using it for rides for Washington Township residents within Washington Township. So I put together what I believe was a pretty good estimate of what the monthly cost would be to operate that bus. And there's an income section, $120. I figured 30 rides a month at $2 a ride. That's a guess. I mean, we're only open one day, doing this one day a week. That's only 5, 6 rides a day, 7 rides a day at $2 a ride. So that's where I arrived at. And the expenses was fuel, insurance, medical is we still have to keep somebody and send them to
Testing.
the clinic, yeah, testing and stuff like that. Drug and alcohol. I don't know if we're gonna keep a cell phone and then a driver at whatever rate we decide. I use $14. I think that's probably very high. Anyway, the bottom line was it's $802 for expenses. With a net monthly operating expense of $682, so approximately $8,000, $8,200 a year to run that bus. Not including Daryl. If Daryl's gonna continue to maintain that account separately, which he probably would, that might be $40 or $50, I don't know, a month. So that's another $1,000. So between $8,000 and $10,000 to keep the bus. That's just my rough estimate.
I think it's kind of being on the high side too. I mean, I looked it over, that's kind of being high. I'd like to make a motion that we continue to do that.
Okay, is there a second?
You wanna, hold on, the motion, explain that motion for me, Paul.
I'd like to make a motion to approve that we keep at least one bus here once a week to do local runs in town.
You wanna add to that for a period, a time, or for the next year, or anything like that?
At least a year, we need to give it a shot, I
Give
think.
it a year, give it a shot.
Okay, all
I
right.
think it probably, I think it'll be a little bit less than that.
I think it would be a little less than that also, but,
Because we can draw up the guidelines for it after, right?
yes. And it would just be in Washington Township,
Correct. Start off with just.
start, yeah, okay. I think we should do it, so, yeah, is there a second? Yes.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? No?
Paul,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. So, okay, new business. Item 1, there is none. Item 2, consideration approval of meeting dates for the fiscal year 2016 and to 2017. Meeting dates are,
Ted was the one who always wanted to change dates and stuff, so
So,
basically
yeah.
the first Monday of every month, except for when there's a holiday, then it's the following Thursday,
right,
so,
so,
Well, we need a motion for that.
yes.
to accept that.
Motion.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion on that? No? And,
Mark,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Mike.
yes. Okay, next item is consideration approval of the 2016 annual town meeting agenda. Which I thought I had here, but I don't. Okay.
By law, we have to wait until March 1st before we can approve the minutes. In the event that a citizen wants to add something to the agenda, no one has contacted me, so that's why the agenda is pretty much basic as what it was, things last year. So nothing out of the ordinary, just a basic 15-minute, most likely, annual town meeting agenda.
So we need a motion for that too.
Make a motion to approve the 2016 annual town meeting agenda.
Second?
Second.
Okay. No discussions, or any discussions?
Paul,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. 2016-17 budget discussion.
Yeah, I just wanted to get it on the agenda, that's all.
Yeah, right now, we're not really prepared to discuss
No,
that.
no,
so-
I'll have the budget numbers for you
Yeah.
guys, probably next, and 3 weeks, I'll have something for you.
Okay.
But I just gotta get it on the agenda, so it's on there for
Yeah.
next meeting.
All right, good, let's pay some bills then.
Which one do you want to do first? Do road and bridge.
Okay,
I'll make a motion that we pay the road and bridge account for $39,231.62.
Second?
okay. Discussion on that? No?
Mark? Mark?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Mike?
Next is the town account.
Okay. And I'll make a motion to approve all disbursements of $12,286.77.
Second there,
Second.
discussion?
Paul?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Mark, sorry. Mike?
Yes. Okay, the next township meeting is the 28th, March 28th, 7 o'clock here, and then the senior breakfast, of course, is the 9th at Cardinal Creek, that's Cardinal Creek. Senior movie night, we don't have a movie yet, right?
Bridges Spies.
Bridge of Spies. And then the town meeting would be April 12th at 7:05. motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Favor, favor,
Okay, meeting adjourned.
1:25 p.m.
You know something? Not heard a peep out of it for several
He texted me last week, and he just wanted a number, and I gave it to him, and that was, I mean, I did hear from him.